guys. Today I wanted to share with you my dieting. Well, it's not really dieting, I guess. It's more like um, how I eat. I currently am doing the if it fits your macros eating. It doesn't cut out any food group. It doesn't cut out sugar. It doesn't cut out dairy. It doesn't cut out anything that I love. And it is working so well for me. I highly encourage anybody that is wanting to lose weight or do anything to eat this way, um, because when you cut out a lot of your favorite things, or a lot of, like, if you like to eat cake or you like to eat pasta and you cut it out of your diet, you are more likely to end up binging on it later when you have the chance to eat it. And that happened with me a lot, and it also made me fear a lot of foods, a lot of kind of food, like sugar. I was so scared of eating cake and candy and sugar, and just a lot of like grain pasta and stuff. And some people can't eat that stuff because of a medical condition, but most people can tolerate it quite well. Please excuse my hair. I just got done at the gym. I usually go to the gym on my lunch break on some days when I have to run, because I am in the middle of 10K training, and then I'm going to also start half marathon training, hopefully in March, if I can decide if I want to. So I'm pretty busy right now, fitness wise, working out almost twice a day. Anyway, right now with my food, I am using I'm going to show you on my phone, a company called Avatar Nutrition. What they do is you put in your goals and your weight, all that stuff. They'll ask you a bunch of questions, and they make a macro plan for you, which the way I don't count calories. I count the macronutrients, which is proteins, fats, and carbs, and fiber. I have to watch that too. I don't count calories, even though I do have a calorie count on my thing. It's $10 a month, and you have a weekly weigh-in, and they adjust your macro numbers according to if you're gaining, losing weight. I just started with them last week, and they, as of right now, have me on a reverse dieting plan, which is where you slowly increase your calories, your macro numbers. You slowly increase so that you'll have minimal fat gain when you're trying to build muscle, and it gets your metabolism up higher so that you can eat more. You burn more calories, so you're eating more. Like, I know a girl online that her calories that she eats in a day is like 3,000 calories, because she's reverse dieted and her body just got used to eating that much. And so when she wants to lose fat, all she has to do is cut down to like 2,500 calories a day, which is pretty amazing. I don't eat 2,500 calories a day right now. They actually have me, you probably can't see it. It's backwards and the sun's in the way. There. These are my numbers. 16, like I said, I had a weigh-in today. I actually lost almost a pound from last weigh-in last week. So they actually upped my numbers. Now I have 140 grams of protein, 56 grams of fat, and 156 grams of carbs, which I was down to 1659 calories last week. So they upped it just a little bit, and they'll keep doing that depending on how much you weigh. Like last week at this time, I weighed 133.2, and this morning I weighed in at 132.4. So they saw that as losing some fat, so hey, let's increase your numbers. I know that I have the reason why I actually lost the weight was from this eating plan, because you have no idea what I've been eating. It's insane. I eat a chocolate chip cookie every night, a homemade one. It's not like a tiny one. It's like this big. So I usually eat one of those every night. And this past weekend, I had a cupcake, one of those big ones from Cupcakes by Liz, if you know, in Joplin. And I still lost weight. I I eat 90% of my meals are on point. I mostly hit my numbers. Um, I don't. I ate out this weekend. I went to Longhorn and I had steak and a massive sweet potato and broccoli. And then on Super Bowl Sunday, I ate a crap ton of food, lots of sugar, and I like lost a pound. It's just because I've been very, very, very close and very specific with my numbers, my macro numbers. I've been really close every day. Like I meal prep lunch and dinner. I've been doing that for both me and Sean, and he's been trying to lose weight because he's trying to lose 30 pounds by our cruise in April, and he's been successful at it. However, he is only running right now and not lifting weights. I, however, am doing both, and I think that also my weight loss, it also is from running more because I am now in a 10K running group, and I have to run more than I have been because I quit running. So it's getting hard to get the energy. So hopefully they up my numbers soon because I need more energy, I think, to do both weightlifting and running at the same time. So that's what the macro eating plan is. It's not cutting out anything that you like. Like if I wanted to eat pasta tonight, I just make sure that I have enough carbohydrates left or that I can eat, that I can fit it into those numbers. It's not like, oh, well, I can't eat pasta because I'm going to gain weight. No, it doesn't matter because, you know, as long as you hit those numbers for your body, and it's been amazing for me, and I have muscles popping out that I didn't even know. Hey, shut up. Anyway, I think it's easier than the counting the calories because, you know, I get super excited whenever I've logged all of my main meals because, like I said, I meal prep on Sundays for my lunches and my dinners, and they're all the same. Well, the lunch is different, the dinner is different, but every day's the same. I don't get sick of it because I like to eat that kind of food, and so I know what my numbers are for the day when I log those. I usually eat the same breakfast, I just don't meal prep it. And so it's exciting when you've got all of your meals in and then you're like, ooh, I have 70 grams of carbs left. What am I going to eat? You know, it's wonderful. And you're like, and it doesn't matter what kind of carbs they are. Like I've been eating bread and peanut butter and those cookies I told you, I track those, I eat those. And sometimes at night I have so much food. I have so many grams of everything left over. Like last night I had to have 2 eggs, a piece of Ezekiel bread, and a tablespoon of peanut butter. And then I hit my macros almost perfectly. So I had 3 meals plus snacks for working out. And then I had enough room for a whole other meal. And I still lost weight. I don't know if it's good weight. Hopefully it's not muscle and hopefully it is fat, but I'm working on trying to find a balance in building muscle, losing fat, running, weightlifting, blah, 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 blah. It's getting kind of hard and fun, but we'll see what happens. So I encourage people that are trying to lose weight, even if you're not exercising, this would still be good for you because they take into account your activity level. Like if you're a stay-at-home mom and you don't exercise, they ask you like, what kind of lifestyle do you have? What job do you have? Are you on your feet most of the day? Are you a desk job like me? I'm a desk job, but I do usually 2 hours of physical activity a day. Try to. Sometimes I don't make it that far. But even if you're just a single mom or a stay-at-home mom, and get these numbers, get them, and it's worth it because you can still lose weight without the physical activity. Like I said, it's amazing because I can eat foods that I cut out completely when I was basically starving myself. I wouldn't eat certain things. And so now I'm not really scared of any food. Usually I just try to fit it in to where it fits in my numbers. That goes along also with going to a restaurant. Like I still when I go to a restaurant, if there is a lower calorie menu or a healthy area, you know, they have sometimes low calorie options. I still eat off that menu if it's not a high carb day or a eating over normal day. I usually have one of those once a week where I eat over what my numbers are, just because it keeps your hormone balance in check and says, hey, to your metabolism, get going. So I usually eat off of the lower calorie menu. Like, for example, I went to Longhorn last Friday. I got the 6-ounce sirloin steak, and instead of the salad, I got the broccoli, and I got a sweet potato with no butter and no sugar. It was about 700 calories probably because of the sweet potato. They give you like these huge ones that are like this big, but it's a good carb. If you don't get the sugar and the butter, it's good. Plus I had leg day the next day, so it was good. So stuff like that, whenever, like if you're going to a restaurant and they have their nutritional menu, just look online, see what it says, and if you can fit it into your numbers, which is what I do. And if you go over, it's okay. They say to try not to go over a lot. Like sometimes I go over and sometimes I'm under. And sometimes if I eat too much protein, I try to eat less of whatever I have left so that it kind of still balances out a little bit, even though I had more protein than I'm supposed to, which I have no problem hitting my protein goals because it's probably like 30 grams of protein per meal. Plus I have protein powder. Usually I just got some new stuff I haven't tried. So it's working for me. Everybody's different. Everybody's macro numbers are different. So don't look at mine and do that, because I am different than the person that has a construction job and then goes to the gym. They're going to need a lot more. Mine is because I have a desk job and I'm pretty much sitting all day, and then I do exercise. And just your macro numbers are different because it depends on your age, your weight, your height, your male, female, or your activity level, stuff like that. It's different. So my numbers are not going to be good for somebody else because they're just made just for me. And it's called Avatar Nutrition, and it's $10 a month, which isn't bad considering what the cost of a personal trainer is now. I tried that. And I didn't really need the physical part of the training. I just wanted the nutritional part. And they wanted like $300 a month. So I said, nope, sorry, because I didn't need the physical. I just needed the nutritional part, the guidance until I got up to it. And they wanted me to do like 3 months of it. I'm like, So I found this for $10 a month, and I like it so far. I mean, the weigh-in part is kind of nerve-wracking. Like this morning, I was like, oh my God, what if I weigh more? And blah, 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 and what are they going to do? They're going to cut my food down even more. And they didn't. I lost almost a pound, and they gave me more food. Never thought that would be a cool thing. It's pretty cool. If you research it and research the science, they're actually very educated people. So that's what I have for today. I am loving this. If it fits your macros plan, IIFYM, I think is what they call it. Because it allows me to eat whatever I want as long as it fits. So like I said, I encourage people to try it out, and it might work for you, because I was scared to try it out because I was scared of the not counting calories part. And I didn't understand the whole macro numbers and didn't think I would ever get close to them. And like I said, sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm below, sometimes I'm above. I don't hit them perfectly, but I try really hard. But it's easy when you eat a lot of the same food, like I do. I eat a lot of the same food every day. And it doesn't get boring to me because I know what I'm eating. I know what's in it. Like, I just know. Like for breakfast, I eat steel cut oats with egg whites, peanut butter, and strawberries. That's what I eat for breakfast. And then lunch, when I meal prep, it's usually lean ground turkey. I buy frozen vegetables because it's easy and it's cheap. I get the mixed frozen vegetables, and I put a serving of that and then a serving of the frozen green beans. And like recently, since I've been eating carbs more since I'm running, I've added in brown rice, and this week it's quinoa. I've added that into the lunch. And then dinner is chicken, usually some chicken. It's not the same amount every week because I buy it in bulk, and sometimes it's a different amount. And sweet potatoes and broccoli is my dinner, and usually I also have a small salad with it. But those are my meal prepping meals, and that's what I eat every day. For my snacks, it just kind of varies. Usually, it depends on what I'm working out. Like if I'm not going to the gym at lunch, I usually don't eat carbs as my mid-morning snack. Like today I did go to the gym, but I didn't need any carbs because I had plenty for breakfast. I had a protein shake for my snack, and then today, when I go back to work, I'll probably take an apple and peanut butter because I have to run tonight. So I need that. And then at night, it just depends what I eat on how many macros I have left. So it just kind of depends, but I usually eat most of the same stuff. And it's not boring because I'm focused on the goals and the outcome. And hopefully, if you're a person that does get bored with eating the same things, this macro eating is still good. I mean, you can cook every night and just watch what your numbers are. I don't cook every night anymore because usually get off work and go to the gym, or I go run. So I hate coming home at like 7:30 and having to cook. So that's where the meal prepping comes in, and it's wonderful. And it's worth it spending 2+ hours on a Sunday just making your food. Anyway, this video was a lot longer than I wanted it to be, so I apologize. I have to go back to work, actually. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.